targets and secure this tank. We've taken the lead.
Most impressive.
With you, mate.
Dropped them! Check fire! I'm reloading!
Your chances of winning, just drop a lip. Got one. Don't worry.
Lost the lead.
The systems are coming on now. Let's get to it. Winning, just drop a lip.
Alright.
Boss, time to show them what you're made of.
The lead is ours.
Most impressive.
Number 17.
Your heart rate is elevated.
We've taken the lead.
Don't worry. I'm
Straight down.
on their mind. Excellent work.
There were 6 games let them number 77. KJay tried their hand in education.
Solid copy. Counting UAV back.
It would be difficult to suggest that the graphics or sound capabilities were impressive.
On standby.
Most impressive.
We got it down. Lost the
Your heart rate
tag secure. Kill confirmed.
detected an increase in your speed.
In the area.
Copy. Order strike inbound now.
Friendly care package in the AO. Friendly UAV activation.
Shall we? Come out with your hands up. No one has to get.
Friendly cluster mine deployed. Friendly cluster rolling in.
You've got a 74% chance.
They were hard
Execute authority. Let's put it to good use, shall we?
itself was about 3 times the cost. Number 75.
Fill me up.
Stay sharp.
Don't worry. I'm
Loading. Order counter.
excellent work.
Uber.
Not one.
Check your bloody fire!
Weapon carrier.
Standing by.
Weapon system coming online. Let's turn your face up. Let me take a look. Grab some dirt.
Ready for tasking.
The rest.
Ready. Counting UAV.
Hey, boss. Their recon is down.
Our UAV is orbiting the area.
No sleep. Quite a hole you left in there, don't boss. Boss, time to show them what you're made of.
We've got him on the run.
This time!
I've scanned the battlefield. You've got a 76% chance of winning this.
Push your bloody fire! Reload.
Out of all my owners, all my owners,
Despite the biggest draw of video games being the fact that they aren't board games, especially in 1983. For the insane price of an equivalent $450 today, you could own a console a whopping 6 games console, including Reverse Speed, Mastermind, and something called Beetle. The real kicker though was the fact that it was actually less convenient to play this version of these games, as if you wanted to play against a friend or a family member, they'd have to purchase their own console and plug it into yours. That's 900 modern day dollars for a round of 1983 Beetle. What a steal. Literally, this is theft on the part of the community that should be illegal. Number 70, the Atari.
I just became a dasher and I love it. There's nothing like getting your own boss, making your own schedule, and making money. The sign-up process takes just a few minutes to complete. There's opportunities with
Atari Jaguar CD. The Atari Jaguar didn't do exceptionally well, but compared to the Atari Jaguar CD, it was a runaway success. Released as an add-on with its own library of games, the Jaguar CD was doomed from the start. It was announced before the release of the Jaguar proper, if you can believe that, but it didn't itself release until 2 years after the basic Jaguar hit the shelves, and everyone realised it was a bit crap. Whatever the hold-up was, it kind of had much to do with quality control. The version of things to market was prone to frequent malfunction, to the point that it's notoriously difficult to get hold of any working properly today. Only 11 games were released for the system, and the total cost was the equivalent of $700, as you needed a Jaguar to use the console. That is not the app. Final sales figures are not available, but only 20,000 units were confirmed to even be made, meaning at most, only 20,000 children were profoundly upset with Santa Claus in 1995. Number 69, nice, the VTech Creativision, 1981. The 8-bit VTech Creativision did not fare well in the market, likely thanks to its high cost, $100 today, and a small library of games. Only 18 were released, and almost all of them were clones of better games on other systems, including 2 different imitation versions of Pac-Man. But the lack of success was not for want of trying. The Japan-based VTech blasted the Creativision out to any country that would have it, aside from the US, as the console was discontinued before it made it there. As a result, under very different names, such as the Buckvision computer video game system, the Tanimex Ramesses, the EduCat 2002, and we couldn't make this stuff up if we tried, the Dick Smith Wizard. Just think, if VTech had been more successful in 1981, we'd all be lining up for the midnight release of the Dick Smith Wizard Mini today. Number 68, the Philips VideoPack Plus G7400, 1983. Does the name Philips VideoPack Plus G7400 ring a bell? Probably not. But the failure of this particular console, it was off the market in less than 1 year, actually marks the end of an era. The VideoPack G7400 was supposed to launch under a very different name, the Odyssey 3. The console flopped hard enough in Europe that those plans were cancelled, and one of the most classic names in gaming was finished. The Odyssey 3, and it really is much easier to call it that, was ambitious capabilities for the time, and a number of high-end tech add-ons were planned, including a speech synthesizer and a laser-based player, which would make stunning games like that year's Dragon's Lair a real possibility for this console. Would this system have put the Odyssey back on top? We'll never know. Its brisk failure in Europe and the video game crash of 1983 stopped it dead in its tracks. And that's a shame, as this could have been interesting, as long as it was called Odyssey 3 and not other name. I don't want to say it again. Number 67, Bally Astrocade, 1978. These are all just made-up words. Bally are known for their pinball tables, oh yeah, it'll be Bally then, and slot machines, but they tried their hand at a console exactly once with the Astrocade. Released in 1978, this is one of the earliest consoles on this list, and with that in mind, I'm sure you'll agree, it looks impressive for the time. Perhaps it was even a little too impressive, as the console carried a high price tag, more than $1,100 when adjusted for inflation. It was more expensive than the then recently released Atari 2600, which had immediately established itself as the must-have console of the generation. The Astrocade did not stand apart from the competition enough to warrant its higher cost, and consumers, as a result, buy. 68 games were ever made for the system, but unlike many other companies on this list, Bally gave Astrocade 5 years to find an audience before pulling the plug. At least they can be certain that they didn't bury it prematurely. Number 66, the Konami Kick Gnome, 1993. Hey, remember when Konami used to make great games? Yeah, of course you do. Remember when Konami used to make great games consoles? Yeah, of course you don't, because that never happened. In fact, few people seem to remember that they made consoles at all, as there is precious little information on the internet about the Konami Kick Gnome. What we do know is that it had a tablet interface, and a revised version of the console was released a year later. Oh, and one of the people who worked on the console later made this. It seems as though 16 games and drawing programs were released in Dino, though we can't be pretty sure about that, and it cost the equivalent of less than $300 today. Dino is a rare and strange footnote in the history of gaming, and it's such an unimportant one that a number of books about console history mention it, which means we've probably talked about it more than enough already, and should move on to number 65, the Apple Bandai Pippin, 1996. Apple has had great success with many kinds of electronics, phones, music players, computers. They've done fairly well for themselves. So, hey, why not try a games console, right? Enter the Apple Bandai Pippin, a system nobody can buy, play, or make games for. It cost the equivalent of nearly $1,000 today, sold 40,000 units at the absolute total of 18 titles available for it. That's not the best part though. Would you like to know the best part? Okay, when the Pippin arrived in Europe, only 2 of those titles were made available. It gets even better though. One of those was a demonstration disc for different targets. Another, forgive my accent, a medical reference disc focusing on urinary problems. We really wish we were making this up. Even collectors shouldn't bother tracking this system down, unless maybe you've got UTI and the information on there. If not though, stay well away, because if you do buy this, you're in for a bad time. Number 64, the NEC Super Graphics, serious about this, 1989. NEC's TurboGrafx 16 sold nearly 6 million units, which was nothing to sneeze at. But the company understandably wanted a presence in even more homes. The best way to do that? Take their popular console and make it better. The worst way to do that? Well, the Super Graphics was the worst way to do that. In fairness, NEC's attempt at a souped-up successor to the TurboGrafx 16 was more powerful, but it was also rushed to shelves, resulting in a console that was nothing upgrade to really justify another purchase. There's also the fact that the TurboGrafx 16 had only been on the market for around 2 years at this point, meaning that those who bought it were not yet keen to replace it, especially when only 6 games in total were made for the Super Graphics. Interesting take on the definition of upgrade there. The Super Graphics sold a mere 75,000 units in Japan and France. NEC showed mercy to the rest of the world and cancelled it before its stink could spread any farther. Number 63, the Commodore 64 game system, 1990. We can't imagine many companies with a hit on their hands sit around wondering how to turn it into any failure, but that seems to be exactly what Commodore was up to in 1990. Their Commodore 64 home computer, introduced in 1982, was a runaway success. We can't blame Commodore for wanting to hustle in on the console market, but we can blame them for just about everything else. The Commodore 64 game system was little more than a repackaged Commodore 64 computer, meaning its technology was already 8 years out of date. Also, it lacked keyboard support. Thanks to this, the massive computer game library that was technically compatible with the Commodore 64 game system couldn't be played. Nice. Now that would be acceptable if the console had a halfway decent library of its own, but only 28 games were released for it. One of them was a Turn-It 2 game that required players to press a key on the non-existent keyboard, rendering it literally unplayable. It's a sad state of affairs when that's what qualifies as its standout title. Number 62, the GCE Vectrex, 1982. This odd little console, manufactured by General Computer Electronics but sold by either Milton Bradley or Bandai within the Congo region, is actually quite fascinating, mainly due to the impressive vector graphics. Critics loved it, and the Vectrex has an appreciative fanbase to this day. cartridges and cartridge slot were different on each, so that even though each version of the system was technically able to play the games from the other versions, they wouldn't physically fit in. Okay. Exactly how many VC4000s were sold is impossible to know, thanks to its many variants, but units come up for auction often enough, but it doesn't seem to be especially rare.